These are the Daily Tech headlines for Thursday, October 24th, 2024. I'm Rob Dunwood. The Irish Data Protection Commission has fined LinkedIn €310 million in the European Union under the EU's General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR. The regulator found a raft of breaches in LinkedIn's ads tracking business, including breaches to the lawfulness, fairness, and transparency of its data processing in this area. The GDPR requires that uses of people's information have a proper legal basis. In this case, the justifications LinkedIn had relied upon to run its tracking business were found invalid. LinkedIn also did not properly inform users about its uses of their information per the DPC's decision. Chinese state news agency Xinhua reports that Apple CEO Tim Cook said in a meeting with the Chinese government's Minister for Industry and Information Technology that Apple will increase investment in China and thereby contribute to supply chain development. Cook met with Minister Jin Zhuanglong in Beijing on Wednesday on his second trip to China this year. Apple is keen to seize the opportunities presented by China's opening up and will continue to increase its investment in the country, thus contributing to the high-quality development of industrial and supply chains, Cook was quoted as saying by Xinhua. Spotify has added an auto-moderation tool to help podcasters manage the comments the streaming service started letting listeners leave on podcast episodes back in July. When comments were first launched, podcasters initially had to review comments and publish them. Now the platform has added a configurable auto-moderation tool that can filter out sensitive or inappropriate comments for review and publish the rest. Creators can also add words, phrases, or emojis to a block list to automatically move comments that include them to a review queue. The European Union Court of Justice ruled Thursday in favor of Intel, ending a nearly two-decade-long fight between the U.S. chipmaker and EU regulators who said it tried to thwart a rival. The European Commission had fined Intel for giving rebates to computer makers Dell, Hewlett-Packard, and Lenovo for buying most of their chips from Intel, which regulators said was an attempt to block advanced micro devices. But an advisor to the court said that regulators had not properly performed an economic analysis, proving the discounts had an anti-competitive effect. Tesla is testing the robotaxi service Elon Musk announced would launch in 2025 when he unveiled the company's Cybercab at an event in Los Angeles 2 weeks ago. Musk said during the company's third quarter earnings call Wednesday that Tesla has already been testing the service in the Bay Area with employees. It's unclear if Tesla would be required to get permission from California's Department of Motor Vehicles to conduct the test Musk said his company is already performing. The DMV did not immediately respond to a request for comment. In other self-driving robotaxi news, the Chinese startup WeRide has filed for a $119.4 million initial public offering on the NASDAQ and a private placement of $320.5 million, according to a term sheet seen by Reuters on Wednesday. As part of the offering, WeRide will offer 6.5 million American depository shares in a price range of $15.50 to $18.50. The IPO will be one of the largest U.S. listings by a Chinese firm since Didi's in 2021. It would be the second major Chinese-based company to seek a U.S. listing this year, following electric vehicle maker Zeekr, which debuted on the New York Stock Exchange in May. Samsung could extend its industry-leading 7 years of Android OS upgrade support to 8 years of upgrades on next year's Galaxy S25 line of devices. This is a possibility because of Qualcomm's new Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, which will power Samsung's next wave of high-end smartphones. Samsung has confirmed that the Snapdragon 8 Elite will support 8 years of Android upgrades, so the option is available for Samsung should it so desire to bump up to 7 years of support on flagships to 8 years of Android OS upgrades. And finally, Dark Mode and Material You are rolling out the Google Calendar on the web, joining the likes of Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheets, and Slides. The main calendar view will be housed in a container with rounded corners, while everything else, including the top and sidebars, adopts a light blue background. This matches the design of the other Google Workspace websites. This Material You and dark-themed redesign of Google Calendar is rolling out over the coming weeks for all Google Workspace customers, Workspace individual subscribers, and users with personal Google accounts. For more discussion of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. And if you enjoy the show, remember to tell a friend to check us out. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time.